What can I do for you?
Well...
Yes?
Mr. Baker of Southern Demolition for you, sir.
Put him through. Ryder.
Ryder, George here.
Hello, George.
Hello, mate. How are you, all right?
I'm fine, old boy, fine. I've got a little job for you.
Oh.
I want you to give me a price on pulling down some houses in Pitt Street.
I beg your pardon?
No, Pitt Street. You know, it's a property we've just taken over.
Oh, yeah, you in a hurry about it, mate?
Of course I'm in a hurry.
Any sitting tenants?
Sitting tenants? Well, aren't there always, old boy? Don't you worry about it. I'll have them out of there before you can say bulldozer.
Yeah, careful.
Good. Well, I'll pick you up in a few minutes, and we'll go straight down to the site.
All right, see you down there, Jim. Out of it,
Right. Now, Mrs. Cragg.
Well, sir, there were two things, really.
Two?
Look, sir, this won't take up very much of your valuable time. So you're the man who's going to pull down Pitt Street?
That's right. You live there.
Yes, I do. And all my friends live there and all.
I get it. And I've asked you to use your position here to persuade me not to pull it down.
Nobody has asked me to do nothing. I've come here off my own bat.
Now look, Mrs. Cragg, the world is changing, and it's no good you and your friends resisting that change. You've got to accept it, assist it, and if possible, anticipate it. Let me tell you what the ministry says about Pitt Street. These buildings are scheduled for demolition in the next 10 years as they no longer measure up favorably to the required standards of housing.
Those houses are no better nor no worse than the day they was built. They haven't changed. And human beings haven't changed neither. They've still got 2 legs and 2 hands, haven't they? And they've only got 1 head. Nothing's changed. Some of them families have lived in their houses all their lives. They've grown up together. Why, there's one old lady there of over 80. She's lived there 60 years.
It's about time she had a change then, isn't it? It's always the same in progress. As soon as anybody wants to build anything, somebody squawks. Now look, Mrs. Cragg, if you and your friends had any sense, they'll take the alternative accommodation I'm offering and get moving.
Alternative accommodation? And what had you in mind for me?
Well, let's see. Ah, here's a nice little house in Burkborough.
Burkborough? I wouldn't live there if you paid me. That's one of them new towns, isn't it?
I don't understand you people. The minister goes to all this trouble and expense at building these new towns. And you... Take Burkborough.
You take it.
He's got the lot. Pubs.
I've got a pub.
Dance halls.
Dance halls.
Golf course.
Do you know I haven't had a round of golf for I don't know how long?
All right, then. What has Pitt Street got that Burkborough hasn't?
Me friends. And I'm not getting out. And you can't bundle us into the street because the law wouldn't let you. You're forgetting that.
And you're forgetting that technically this is a condemned slum.
Slum, indeed.
Yes, slum. And any judge would lend a sympathetic ear to any proposition I might make, especially as I'm offering alternative accommodation.
He might, and then again he might not.
Granted, and if he didn't, I could appeal. Can't you see you're playing a game you can't possibly win?
You mean because we haven't got no money?
Partly.
Their money isn't everything.
Oh, you mean it's something else?
Oh, it might do you a bit of good to want for something, me lad. To know what it's like to struggle.
Mind it! Let me tell you something. Do you know Orpington Street? Yes, Orpington Street. Just behind Pitt Street. I was born there. Number 13. Do you know how much my old mother got when she was a child? A bloody sight less than what you get now. 9p an hour, that's what she got. When she could get it. When the landlord kicked her out of the house, there was no alternative accommodation. She went into a workhouse. I went into an home. I learned. Nobody gives you anything for nothing.
Don't they?
Of course they don't, gal. You think I'm hard, don't you? Maybe I am. Yeah, good business in sentimentalmics. If you want anything, you've got to go out and get it. As long as it's legal.
So long as it's legal. Thank you, sir. I'll remember that.
That letter, is it for me?
No, sir. It's for me.
So you didn't give him back his check, Mrs. Cragg?
No. I want you to... What do you call it? Reinvest it.
Reinvested? Oh, I don't think I'd care to do that. You see, it wouldn't be the same next time. I only wish we could get a tip like this every day.
There is no reason why we shouldn't. Do you know what he said to me? He said to me, if you want something, go out and get it. Any way you can. He said it. I didn't. So he's only got himself to blame for what happens next.
Next?
What's been done once can be done again and again.
Well, steady on, Mrs. Cragg. I mean, I don't know what...
Do you know these people?
Well, of course, these are household names in the city. Property tycoons, investment trusts, washing machines. These are some of the smartest operators there are. But you don't work for them, do you?
No. But I know the ladies who do.